to welcome her, distinguished Toastmaster Patricia.
Thank you, Daphne, for the very warm introduction. I just want to make sure everyone is with me, including those who are not able to turn on your camera. Yes. So if you can hear me loud and clear, send me some emoticon or just spam it. Yes, with all the emoticon, fantastic. Now with this, certainly I want to give all of you a big round of applause for being here with all of us. Yes, do this as a warming up exercise because along the way, I'm going to share a lot of great tips on how we can really enjoy our Toastmasters journey better. And that includes inviting more future leaders to be in our community. How great it is. Because of this, I'm going to do a disclaimer. Everything that I'm going to share later on is based on my personal experience. It has worked really well for me. And if it's worked well for me, that's why I'm sharing all of you. But on top of that, I want to encourage all of you to come up with your own way of enjoying your Toastmasters journey, especially expanding the kingdom of Toastmasters. So today, you probably know the topic that I'm on. It's going to be the power of. I'm going to do a quick test right now to our audience. What is the title of my topic? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. Yes. Keep the chat box coming in. This is also a great way of encouraging all of us to take control of our situation. I know some of us just woke up and probably the mind is still not completely awake. So when you try to awaken your mind, you can do some physical activity to make sure that you gain the momentum. Now, as you have probably known the title of my speech today, it's going to be the power of RAG. R.G.A. right? So what does that mean to you? It's an acronym, and that's why I'm sharing with all of you, and I hope you can take as much as you can from my session. As a matter of fact, let me just share with every one of you. Membership retaining, membership attraction, membership growth is certainly my biggest passion. I have a question for you right now. What is RAG? Type it in the chat box as fast as you can. Let's see, coming, I've shared the RAG acronym with you. Type in the chat box. I'm not seeing anybody typing yet. So whoever is, yes. All right, we got it. Retention. How about A? Attraction. Thank you. And how about? Yes, growth. You got it. Today, we are going to focus on the three very important elements in order to keep our members in our Toastmasters community. We all know human beings, we have 1,001 things in our mind. It's not surprise that sometimes members come for meeting for a while and they ghost out on us or they just disappear. How many of you actually know some of the members are in that category? We're not here to judge, but we want to be clear of the present situation that we are in. Have you known anybody that just attend club meeting maybe once or 2 times in a term and they just disappear? Yes, no? Yes, I see Kajan. Yes. All right, this is very normal. And we don't want to come from a space of judgment. One of the very important things I always feel members leave, probably think of some of the reasons why they leave. Go ahead and type it in the chat box as well. This is when we put on our thinking cap and try to unravel some of the ugly part of why members do not stay. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of answers coming in. Yes. Life commitment, shy, probably personality clash and all that, busy, change of workplace. Certainly, 1,001 excuses for them not to continue or not to attend the club meeting. So what is it in us that we can offer them so that they don't leave? You see, in terms of self-growth, I always feel we have to take responsibility for our own self-growth. And that means when we encounter challenging moments in life, what should we manage it? Do we escape and quit? Or do we think of a way to counter that, to manage that? And that perhaps are some of the reasons why we can help our members to strengthen themselves as a person, as a human being. Coming back to members who stay, think about those members who stay. Why do they stay? What is the big why in them that make them stay? What are some of the possible reasons? I'm going to go across my screen as well, and I will once in a while call out your name. Perhaps you can share with us. So Caroline, I'm going to go to you. What is the reason you stay in Toastmasters?
I have a lot of things to learn from Toastmasters.
Exactly. You love this platform. It's a fantastic platform to learn. Why do you want to keep learning in this platform? Why not ABC platform? Mingzi has been a Toastmaster for many years. In fact, she was also the past district director. Mingzi, why do you keep coming back to Toastmasters? Okay. Yeah, Mingzi, thank you so much for sharing. I can feel your passion across the screen. We'll do a mic check later on. But what I gathered from Mingzi is really she's passionate about Toastmasters, and more so she's passionate about self-growth. And I believe Toastmasters is the best platform for self-growth because there's no judgment. Even though once in a while you may feel it, but please, please, please never let judgment eat into you. By right, according to Dr. Rossi Smedley, we are supposed to retain or even foster a great club environment so that everybody is free to experiment, to be themselves, to practice their speeches, to practice their leadership skills, right? So all these are very, very important reasons why people will stay with Toastmasters or why members. So if you know why you stay in Toastmasters, you probably can know there are some of the common reasons people will stay. If they want to stay, of course, it's easy to retain them. They just want to make sure that they belong to this community. So we always create a sense of belonging. Today, I'm going to be the how girl, H-O-W. Okay, Sabaria, I want to highlight you because you certainly are very, very sure of your why you stay in Toastmasters. I love the fact that year in, year out, you keep competing, you keep jumping out of your comfort zone so that you can be eventually the world champion of public speaking. I believe this will happen if you believe you will make it, right? So with this, I want to send all the love to all our members here today who stay with Toastmasters. What is the why you stay in Toastmasters? It can be very similar to mine or different than mine, but most important, that awareness, you know your why. Because of this, me being a how girl, I believe all of us leaders here, you woke up very early in the morning to attend this workshop. You are the leader. So one of the reasons you want to inspire your members is really to make them aware of their why, right? So that they will stay. Now, having said that, staying also requires leaders to do some work. We want to engage them and make sure that they feel they are part of the community. So what are some of the strategies that you can keep them, you can retain them together? Let me go to Aran. Aran, I know you are from District 87. Are you also a member of District 102?
No.
Oh, not yet. Okay, not yet.
I am from District 87. I'm a member
Yes.
of the Kota Kinabalu Advanced Toastmaster Club.
Fantastic. What would be your strategy to retain your members?
I've been in Toastmasters since 1997 because of my love of public speaking, among other things. I always believe that if you have interest in Toastmasters, if you love it, you will stay. And throughout the years, of those years, I've seen a lot of people who left the Toastmaster clubs, some who attended a few meetings, then they leave. When I ask them, what is the reason? Why are you leaving? They say, it is not my kind of things, They say, it's not my kind of things. That's why I leave. Meaning, they don't have interest on it. Even if you force them, you motivate them, or whatever you do, they will leave. So in my opinion, forget about those who do not have interest. Focus on the people who has interest and help them to grow. And we grow together. So don't put so many headache on those people. Why you don't want to stay? Why don't you want to pursue the Toastmasters activity? Forget about it. And focus on the people who wanted to help themselves and to have a good time. That is what I thought about it. Yeah. Over to you.
Great sharing.
Patricia.
I can't ask for more from you, Amran. I'm jumping in because I thank you for highlighting one of the mistakes that I did in my path, even right now, is we are not aware of who our members are, the low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit meaning to say they are eager to learn. They are really there to learn, to improve on themselves. Instead of focusing people who are not so committed and just half committed. Now, there are 3 levels of commitment I just want to highlight to all of you. The first level of commitment is they will say, yeah, I want to come to your club meeting. Please, I'm going to register. But when the actual day comes, they don't show up. That's commitment number 1.
Yeah.
Every one of you have encountered that category of members. We don't want to judge them. Okay, this is who they are. The number 2 commitment, slightly better. They say, yes, I'm going to come. And they really came. They came. But later on, they're not very engaged, you see. During the workshop, maybe they just show up for a while, then they just leave. So that's a level 2 commitment. The level 3 commitment are really the diehard soul, like all of you here. And I'm sure Catherine, Caroline, Claire, I'm seeing you on my screen, and Amran, you belong to the level 3. This is how I see it, because you're on your screen, you're here to learn, you are fully engaged. So as leaders, we have to learn how to differentiate them so that we spend our energy wisely. Okay, having said that, retaining members, recruiting members is always a number game. The more you approach people, the more you will certainly get your members. It's just a matter of fact whether you're going to work, W-O-R-K. You have to approach. And this is where I really get excited, because you get to sharpen. You get to read people better. You get to acquire all these skills, and which is so helpful in your professional or even your personal life. Making sense? If you like this part of advice from Amran, look for the low-hanging fruit. Send your love, send your thumbs up, and we're going to move on to the second one, which is the A. So what does the A stand for? Let me share with you. The A is so important. The A is attract. How do you attract the right type of members? You can only attract the right type of members if you have that kind of energy. Now, energy is all science-based right now. There are tons and tons of evidence to make sure that we really understand how the non-material world relate to the material world. It's not blowing hot air or something very, very funny or very unscientific, not at all. If you want to attract the members, be the right energy to attract the right members. I'm going to turn my mic right now to Claire. Claire, if you can share with us, what sort of energy do you think you'll be able to attract more members? So I'm going to give you some choices here. Is it the high energy people or the low energy people? What do you mean by high energy? People are always excited about learning. Low energy people. Sorry, today raining. I don't feel like zooming, even though it's on Zoom. Okay. Raining. I want to stay in my bed. So Claire, what would your Yeah, what will your answer be?
Immediately, definitely is high energy, because
Yes.
regardless what kind of personality a person is, like for example, I'm not a very extrovert person, but I definitely will be inspired if there's a high energy platform for me to continue learning compared to a low energy kind of platform that I'm seeing. So yeah.
Fantastic. Yes, you nailed it. Now, does that mean only extroverts will always have high energy, introverts don't? Yes, I'm seeing this from Daphne. Daphne, tell us why not?
Because we never know the giant within those who are introvert.
Now, this is a myth here, all right? In fact, do you know Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, even your Bill Gates are all introverts? So this has nothing to do with your personality, whether you're extrovert, introvert, or ambivert, which means you are both. So don't give excuses sometimes to yourself that, I'm an introvert, so I don't like to approach people. No. Don't build a wall within yourself so that you will not grow. Extroverts, introverts, you know what? These are the beautiful people on our planet, Toastmasters, and we need both, and even the ambiverts. And that's why you'll be able to attract members of different personalities, as long as they are good members. What do I mean by good? We want to judge them by their character, right? You certainly wouldn't want to invite a gangster into your home club, right? Right not. And there has been cases whereby we were so desperate for members, I have to share with you. We just invite Tom, Dick, and Harry into the club. Is this a good move? Because I want to satisfy goal number 7 and 8. This one Robert will be laughing. No way. Please filter the people that you want to invite into your club. Everybody who comes into your club will be an influencer. Remember that. So it's really, really crucial for the members to understand your club culture so that you invite the like-minded people to come to your club, to expand it, to help everybody. If you're good on that, give me a thumbs up. Now, this is a life learning process, and that's why I call myself a lifetime Toastmaster. Seriously, I'm very serious. Who wants to join me as a lifetime Toastmaster? Of course, this is the best platform. Even when your membership goes to USD 60, it's still the cheapest because you can basically go clubbing 24/7 in 148 countries, and you can always get yourself served by people who don't even know you. And that's the beautiful thing about platform. So because of that attraction, I believe everybody knows is so important. And just feel excited when you're inviting somebody, even if they say no. If they say no one time, doesn't mean they say no will be 10 times. But of course, if they say no for 20 times, then you have to be watchful. Okay, probably this is not the low-hanging fruit, so just stop there. And move on to somebody else. Okay, I'm going to touch here for a while. Where are some of the common places that we can find people who love to improve themselves? I want to give you some tips here. We cannot go, mass marketing. Everybody wants them to be a Toastmaster. It doesn't work. To really make full use of your energy, what are some of the common places you want to expose yourself so that you can get some new members? Job fair, education fair, fantastic. Daphne, what else? What else? FB, okay. Chinley, FB, what else? Be more specific, yeah. We all know FB, there are LinkedIn, fantastic. Now, FB right now, there are a lot of free courses as well. This is what I do. It worked for me, okay? I just want to share. How many of you are excited now? I'm going to give you a tip how to get some new members. If you're excited, give me a thumbs up. I need to tease all of you a little bit, including those who are not able to turn on your video. Okay, one of the best way, right? Because I also love to learn a lot of things. So I do attend online free courses. When I attend online free courses, mind you, sometimes the lists are so many. And if you get your permission, please blast out to whoever is interested to improve their public speaking and communication and leadership. You will be surprised there will be people who are in that circle who are there to looking for ways to improve themselves. So these are some of the platforms that you can do. And besides your time investment, you can actually learn, pick up a new skill. And certainly it's a better way to market Toastmasters as well. Try it out. Who wants to give it a try? Give me a thumbs up. This is something different. Okay, I bet if you have not tried, please give it a try. Of course, we cannot simply go and spam people as well. So be very careful of the culture when you are doing that. Okay, I am now going to change my screen. Please forgive me because I just used the wrong screen. But having said that, we are here to learn. So I'm here to present to you in a different way as well. So here is the final G, the growth factor. This is the golden gift. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, I want to give it to you. And please give this growth to your members, to your future members. The only reason for them to stay in Toastmasters is to make sure we are able to meet their needs. What do I mean by that? Everyone has a reason. And sometimes the reasons are silent, are hidden. They don't tell you the real reason. Do you know that? Some Toastmasters they join, they're actually here to social, to network. But then they thought to social, to network, like not very atas kind of reason, not noble enough. Like, I gotta tell people, you know what? I'm here to improve on my communication skills. But by right, they don't need any improvement. They are very good already. They are here with other reasons. So capture that reason so that your club is able to fulfill that reason. If you're able to do that, certainly they will stay because the world out there is very scary. Now, having said that, I also want to give you another magical tip. This magical tip has helped me so much. In order to be that better human being, this magical tip has helped me so much. Anybody is excited right now to get the magical tip or the golden gift number 2? Okay, I can see some smiles, so I bet you are keen. Now, one of the very important things is to constantly communicate. Use different ways to communicate, whether it's up WhatsApp, meetup, over the phone, different ways to stay engaged with your members. It's so important. Sometimes they will leave, which is totally fine. But when they leave, still keep that communication or the relationship going on because they can come back 1 year later, right? Sometimes people just need to take a break. Like one of my friends, she was having a baby. Because of that, she stopped Toastmasters for a few years. Then she came back after the child was able to take care of himself or herself, right? So these are the reasons. So keep the communication going on. Now, to recap again, I'm seeing my green light. I put quite a lot of emphasis on retain, right? Retention. That's why we are here. The next important thing, of course, is to attract people who are not Toastmasters so that they can learn the communication skills and the leadership skills. These are the products we offer them. Give me the solid reason why we want more people to be better communicator and leader. Please type in the chat box now. What is the number 1 reason? Do you know the world is in chaos right now? The world is not at peace at all. How to make the world a better place? I always believe if people can be a better communicator, a better leader, then they would have different perspectives to solve their differences. Don't you think so? And of course, this whole entire thing that is happening in our world is beyond our control. So the only thing we can do justice to the world out there is to actually sharpen our communication skills and our leadership skills. In your own community, help your people so that they can be better communicator, better leader. When the time is right, invite them to join your club. So many clubs in the world. Online club, hybrid club, on-site club. Whichever club suits them, give them the space to grow. And I think this would be the best gift we can offer to all our members and future members out there. And I believe you too have your own reasons to stay in Toastmasters and your own reasons why you take up the leadership role, why you are here today in this room. In fact, I feel very grateful to 21 of us who are in this room, waking up early in the morning. Because of this, I want to share with you the 3 gifts. Yes, I have a lot of giveaway today. Please write this down and even come up with your own one. The 3 gifts will keep you going. First one, the R, the gift of reflection. Reflect. Don't judge yourself for being not good enough. When I was VPM, I judged myself. I never bring enough members. I'm so pressured. I want them to come, but I cannot. Don't judge yourself. Give yourself that opportunity to grow, to try different strategies to include them, to engage, to sell your Toastmasters membership. The second one, A, appreciation. Appreciate all the members who are here with you. We are all growing together. We have our differences, but yet we are together in this beautiful community. Appreciation. G, keep growing. It's the growth factor again. That's why my background is the growth, 3 stages of growth, and they're all staggered with money. What has money got to do with that? Do you know as you grow, you can add more values to the people around you? That includes your stakeholders, your bosses, your company. Eventually, if this is what you want, you'll be able to earn more. Do you know the more you learn, the more you earn? Any one of you can help me to type in the chat box. The more you learn, L-E-A-R-N, the more you earn. I want to pause here for a while. How many believe this is true to you? You will feel true that the more you learn, the more you earn. Be open, be honest. Keep the emoticon coming in. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that. If you don't believe that, try that out today. Try, but you have to learn at least for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, okay? Rome doesn't build in 1 day. Some of us used to have this false misconception. I become a Toastmaster, come meeting 2 times a month. I can be a great speaker like Robert Ram. Is that true? Robert, how many years have you been a Toastmaster?
Wah, ini buttering ini.
Really? No, it doesn't happen. It's a continuous learning, my friends. Don't believe in all this get-rich scheme. Get-rich scheme will let you know, hey, join our program lah. After 1 month, you'll be transformed already. I guarantee you'll be like a great speaker like Robert Ram. Sorry, it doesn't happen unless you have really acquired a lot of speaking skills. Great. So with this, I hope you take the gifts from me. The gift of reflection, appreciation, and growth. So you'll probably see growth is the common denominator in the beginning of my speech title. Retain, attract, growth. As we come to the end of the session, reflection, appreciation, growth. Never run away from growth. If you run away, I tell you, you'll be very sad. You will find life has no purpose, and you will just find yourself miserable. That's a hard fact. All right, so it's easy for us to grab everything that we know, but most importantly, I want to challenge you right now. Who is ready for the challenge? Give me a thumbs up. I'm going to drive the energy right now. Challenge you. Please go out there and try it on. Try all the techniques, all the strategies on your friends first. All right. Try your club member, role play and see, hey, this really worked, Sabaria. I want to do a role play with you, you know. I want to invite a new member, but I'm a bit scared. So, Sabaria, can you pretend? And throw me a lot of challenging questions so that I know how to manage it. So these are some of the beautiful things that you get when you become club officer, club leaders, district leaders, and that's why we are here. I hope you have your biggest takeaway. Before I end my session, I would like to ask you one question. What is the takeaway from my session today? Just one will do. I don't want to have a lot, just one. Type it in the chat box If you're very happy, send me a lot of love because I also need encouragement. We all need encouragement. Give that freely, generously. Can I get one from Albert, since Albert is the Club Growth Director? Yay! I see he's ready. Okay, with this, my lights is red right now. I'm also giving you a gift, all right? The gift would happen next Monday. We will have Dr. John Lau to come to Advanced Ardent Speakers to share with us some great tips on the power of Toastmasters. So in a way, we want to make sure people really make full use of Toastmasters program, that they will grow. With this, I'm going to hand the control over to Daphne for my 10-minute Q&A. Over to you, Daphne.
All right, thank you to distinguished Toastmaster Patricia for sharing with us the power of RAG. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Toastmaster, do you remember what is the RAG? Type in the chat box because we listen, but it may goes out the other ear. When we type it out, write it out, we actually have it internalized, so it become embedded in our subconscious mind. So type it out, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free. What is the RAG that we have? All right. Now the next session will be, we'll be having Dynamic Leadership 5. Danish, Toastmaster Danish, who will be sharing the Q&A session. He will hold the Q&A session. Shall I invite Toastmaster Danish?
All right, good evening, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Now, for now, I have yet to receive any questions in here. Therefore, I'm going to wait at least 1 more minute for anyone who wants to put in any more question or not. I will ask the questions on my behalf.
All right, I see, Kimberly, you have put on your video. Do you have any question for me, Kimberly?
May I?
Yes.
All right. Since one of the keyword in RAG, especially the closing, during the closing, Toastmaster Patricia mentioned is appreciation. So on this word itself, or on this topic itself, appreciation, how do you actually interpret it? Or how do we practice, put it into practice? Thank you.
Thank you so much for the question. In fact, if you really understand the word appreciation, it really puts us in a different state. Why I feel appreciation is so important, because as human beings, if we really understand the human nature part of it, we need to appreciate ourselves. I'm not just mentioning appreciating other people. The fact that if we are able to appreciate ourselves first, then we are able to appreciate others better. Is that making sense? Because if this idea, you can't practice it on yourself, then you will not be able to practice it on other people. I'm also referring to the sustainability issue right here. So it's very important to always give thanks to ourselves, that we are very determined to put our effort in self-growth, right? Self-growth requires a lot of hard work. Let's put it this way. You have to wake up early today, this morning. You can't sleep in. And there'll be moments you feel like going out for a movie with your darling, right? Like Caroline, but no, I have club meeting. I'm so sorry. If you have a vacation, probably you have this, plan around your Toastmasters activity. Also, all these are sacrifices, right? So because of that nature, you need to appreciate yourself, that, hey, you are different. Our world population right now is close to 8 billion, right? You are 1 in a billion. No, you are 1 in 8 billion. Is that making sense? Because you have made that conscious choice to make yourself a better individual. And that sets you apart from the rest of the people. So appreciate that. Once you appreciate that, you are in a different state of mind. I can very sure to let you know, you will work better, you perform better, you make more money. That is so real. Appreciation has a different energy level. So that really helps you to live your life happier. I hope that answers your question, Daphne. Kajan, you have a question for me.
I already asked the question, Master.
All right. Okay. So we have a question inside here. The question is as follows. You talked about letting go members. If they want to leave, what if they are leaving? If they don't feel like they are going Toastmasters, how do we help that?
Now, this is a very loaded question. People come and go for many reasons. Sometimes they don't tell you the real reason. I can safely say one of the top reasons, I've been in Toastmasters for 9 years right now, one of the top reasons are always related to communication. What I mean by communication is somehow something happened, either club level, whatever happened, and there has been some conflict going on, and that conflict wasn't able to be resolved amicably. Now, because we are all from different backgrounds, we all speak, we all lead, we all communicate differently, so they are bound to have some personality clash and all that, which is normal. So one of the reasons I think for leaders is to be very aware of that and moderate it along the way, so that the club can always provide a very supportive environment for all members, regardless of their very diverse background. So the number one reason, if you really want to deal with it, is to make sure that you build that sense of belonging to everyone in the club. End of the day, there will still be people leaving, which is fine. You really want to let them go if they have made up their mind they are going to go. So having said that, you also want to give them that little open window. If they want to come back, they're always welcome to come back. So probably one of the best suggestions will be, I totally respect your decision to leave and to pursue other priorities in your life, but I want to reassure you, we always welcome you. Even when you're not a member, if you need any help, any sort of support, anybody to talk to, let me know. I'm just a phone call away. So this is what I've learned in Toastmasters, and I hope that helps. Yes, back to you, our question master, Danish.
I do have a follow-up question.
Yes.
Okay. One of the past experience that I think most of us been in Toastmasters more than 5 years will relate with this. Some of the members would say that I've learned what I need to learn in Toastmasters. They'll say that I've learned everything that I need to learn in Toastmasters, so they don't find the point of staying. So how do we deal with this situation?
Now, first off, when they say that, I always feel it's from a space of ego, ego. This is big. So I want to acknowledge that. Keep the communication open, acknowledge that. Kajan, I feel you. I thought I learned everything I want to learn in Toastmasters too. I'm still here. I understand probably you have other priorities right now. I want to share with you, Pathways offers you 300 skill sets, If you're close to him, ask him, what is the struggle that you're having right now? What is your pain point? Are you feeling bored? Are you just burned out? You want to quit? If you're close enough, find the real reason behind. Then you can really nip it at the bud and help that person. But of course, the person has to be open. So it's very important to keep the communication open and to talk to the ego first. Let them know that they're not being judged. That's so important. Let them know they're not being judged. You are here to help. And I hope that will help you, Kajan. In the future, maybe you can try this. All right, to our Danish.
Thank you to distinguished Toastmaster Patricia. Yes, I do agree. Sometimes we have to keep that communication open. Like me also, so when the time comes, eventually, I'll still stay. However, it's like I want to take a back seat, let the new members progress. Because if I'm just going to be staying there all the time, eventually it's like I might be in the way. I do agree on that. We just keep the door open. Now, believe we have 2 questions. However, the questions have not come in yet. Therefore, for those who are keen to ask questions, please either text me personally or Kajan before the end of the session, because if we want to wait for the questions to come in, it will be taking a lot of time. It's already 9:52 and I already see the yellow light. Therefore, we can only allow at mostly one more question. Therefore,
one final question. While we are waiting for that one final question, let me just share with you one beautiful quote from John C. Maxwell. if we want to grow, we have to always be out of our comfort zone. Feel comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the quote that I learned. Feel comfortable being uncomfortable. Internalize it. You will see yourself changing to a different person. And it's so exciting to see that, wow, I have grown. Not this, but spiritually, mentally, psychologically, emotionally. You have grown. I'm so excited to see Jamila because I've known her for quite a number of years now. Her passion for self-growth never stops. Regardless of her busyness, she always supports me whenever I need her. These are some of the things that we are looking for, and we are seeing this in ourselves, in other members as well. One final question.
Okay, we have one last question here. Over the years, I noticed that once this is not a question. However, maybe I will put it as a question. It says, over the years, I noticed that once the president became a past president, they disappeared from the club. All right, my question to you is this. Yes, I know sometimes in example in COT, we don't really recognize the immediate past president. However, I believe actually the past president sometimes should stay after they've just handed over their term, because for me it's like, I'm not too sure on your part. I would like to know, what do you think? Shall the president actually stay or should the president actually leave? Because sometimes what the president has done is sometimes there must be a transition period.
I am going to turn this question to our audience, 24 audience. How many of you think the past president should stay? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. Everyone should stay. But why do they leave? I do believe while past leaders always carries a wealth of knowledge, sometimes they don't get recognized. Have you ever come across events when they saw past district leaders, but people forgot to recognize them? And of course, they will feel like losing a sense of belonging. Don't you think so? I want to go back to the core value of Dr. Rusty Smedley, the IRSE, right? One of the very important elements is always the R as well, the respect, right? So respect their past contribution. People are going to move on anyways, but try to keep them as long as possible in your club. Give them assignments, make them advisors. That's one of my clubs did to the very senior leaders. They want to keep them and they want to build that sense of belonging. So one of the possible strategies you can do, keep them as your advisors. Go to them. They love to share, I have to say. And I'm also going to ask, let me see. Who else want to contribute one strategy how to make your past leaders stay with you? Whether they are past presidents, past district leaders, how to make them stay and not leave. Jamila, you want to take that? I know you're thinking hard in your own position.
I think keep on not bugging them, but keep on, go to them as a source of information, make them feel that they're still wanted, like although they don't hold any position anymore, but they are still wanted there, their opinion still matters. So make them feel that they are needed. And I think they will remain, I think.
You nailed it, Jamila. You reminded me of Oprah Winfrey. There was once in her talk show, she said, one of the basic needs, listen to this, one of the basic needs of human beings, we need to feel we matter. M-A-T-T-E-R. There's a reason why we exist. We need to feel we matter, whether you are top leaders, junior leaders, or you are just trying to improve yourself. With this, thank you so much for staying with me. And I have my deepest gratitude to all of you who have helped me internally. And do come up with your own way of making your members' day, making your own self-growth a very amazing journey. With this, sending you all my love and thanksgiving, and I gladly hand the control to our Toastmaster of the day. Daphne, over to you.